Tough one out there. I told the kids afterwards, you got to play great for 60 minutes. And, I think as a football team overall, we started slow. Thought we played a little bit better second half. Defensively gave up 6 points in the first half, but you give up 20 in the first half. We got to find a way. It was 2 weeks in a row. Haven't been happy with the way we played in the first half, and there's no magic to it. One of our, so that's defensively. Offensively, one of our keys to victory was when we get in the red zone, can't kick field goals against a good football team. And again, give credit to North Carolina. They're a good football team, good looking, play well, executed, well coached. But we, obviously, kicking too many field goals and putting it all on blew it. Second half, we get a momentum change. We block a punt and we kick another field goal. We could have lined up on P and 10 there and kicked a field goal. So tough to win a game kicking field goals, and they're scoring a couple TDs. It's great to see our kids never quit though. They took it to the end. Defense got off the field down in the red zone, and then offensively take it down the field and score a touchdown. So our kids got great heart, great character, and I'm proud of them for finishing the game the way they did. So questions?
Do you feel like North Carolina jumping out to the lead the way they did that get you guys out of rhythm of what you wanted to do on offense?
Not really. I don't know if we were in rhythm all day, to be honest with you. Kicking field goals, you're not in rhythm. But no, I don't think the lead changed at all. And, to be honest with you, I told Coach Chaney it can't change because that's what they had done to other people. They'd scored a lot of points on people, and then they just got into a passing game in the second half, and they're tough to throw against if they know you're going to throw it. I mean, they do a good job getting their hands on you and holding you and not letting you get open. So, we knew that was going to happen, and so we wanted to continue to try to at least get the run game going. We couldn't just abort the run game, and, that's kind of what happens there.
Aside from field goals instead of touchdowns and the half discrepancies, what do you feel you guys can learn from this to take forward the rest of the season?
Well, I think you're going to learn something from every play. If there were 75 plays out there offensively, defensively, and another 30 special teams, our kids understand that they can still come back and win. We're 55 seconds. You get that onside kick and then go down the field. They did a good job executing. I'm not sure it was a great kick. We didn't get the big bounce we wanted. We had Dantes on the edge there trying to bounce it up to him. But, we're in the game at the end. Now, again, was it pretty? No. But our kids fought, and they'll learn from every play.
What kind of challenges is a quarterback like Marquise Williams? What he sort of?
He's a good football player, but you know what? When you don't make plays, we make everybody look good. I give him credit, but you know what? We probably missed 4 sacks out there, and he's completing balls after we miss a sack. He's completing a pass. We can't hang our secondary out there. We struggled in the first half getting 4-man pressure, and we struggled when we did zone pressure them. So there were times, Freeze comes by making, it had to be at least 4 sacks, and we haven't got to the quarterback the last 3 weeks. And I know Georgia Tech doesn't really, throw the ball a whole bunch, but we missed, the last 3 weeks we've missed sacks. And again, another thing, field goals, and you can't miss sacks. You got to put them behind the sticks, and you got a chance. But when you got him at third down and you run by the quarterback and he steps up and throws it, when you're giving up passing yards like that, whether it's a big play, I think they hit a big play in the beginning, but they got us wired up at the line of scrimmage. We need some more speed up front, and somehow we got to get a guy loose to get to the quarterback. And then when you get there, you got to make plays.
And why wasn't Tyler in the game in the end?
He had just a little bruise, I think. They're just going to check him out, but I think he's fine.
On the pressure, do you feel like the pressure was good and you just missed tackles, or was
sometimes it was good and we missed tackles, and sometimes it was awful. So it was a little bit of both, depending on the half. Better in the second half than the first half.
Was the big plays against the secondary more on not getting a pass rush, or is it breakdowns in coverage?
It wasn't a breakdown of coverage. We had people where they're supposed to be, but when a guy's back there sucking on the ball for 6 seconds, it's a little bit of both. Sometimes it's technique, but anytime there's a completed pass, it's not all the who's the guy in coverage. It takes 11 of them, okay, and it's pressure on the quarterback. And there's coverage sacks, and there's sacks where D-line makes a play. And it's the same thing in coverage. There's passes that a guy makes a pass breakup and does a great job. But it looked like we had the first read taken away a few times. But when he's back there, eventually someone's going to get open. You can't cover him forever.
Why didn't Olsen get more carries in the second half?
I don't know. Maybe you can ask Coach Chaney that. Chris James was good. I think he had a couple of MAs in protection. That's not good. But there's always answers.
Did you think after a certain point maybe you got a little uncomfortable or maybe even a little rattled when he was getting hit, or maybe the coverage was getting a little tough for him? Or?
Who's that, Nathan? I don't think he got rattled. Because I think if you're rattled, you don't take him down the field. in 2 minutes to score a touchdown. I don't think he was rattled at all. I think he kept his composure, and I think the offensive staff did a great job of keeping him locked in, and I thought he did a great job shooting scrambles and, for a few first downs. I think he had some good rushing yards. I wouldn't say, not at all.
Were those coverage sacks when he was sacked back there?
When who was sacked?
When Nathan was sacked?
I would probably say it's either coverage sacks or a protection problem, one or the other. I'd have to watch tape for sure, but I know there were some protection issues as far as missed assignments as well.
What was your understanding of what sort of happened with the clock at the end of the first half? What did they tell you about what happened there?
I have no idea. It's hard to get an answer.
Any other questions? Okay, we'll be with your player representative tomorrow.